The life of Ulysses S. Grant, a detailed look. Grant was born on April 27, 1822, in Point Pleasant, Ohio. Little did anyone know that he would become the 18th President of the United States and the commanding general during the American Civil War. The American Civil War was a large-scale conflict between northern states and southern states in the United States. The end result would lead to the abolishment of the inhumane practice of slavery within the United States. Because of this, Grant would become known for his military strategy and leadership, which helped secure victory for the Union forces, also known as the Northern Forces. Grant's life was filled with ups and downs, from early military struggles to political controversies and financial ruin. Here is a detailed account of his life. Early life. Grant was the oldest of 6 children, born to Jesse Root Grant and Hannah Simpson Grant. His father was a tanner, and the family struggled financially. Grant's father was determined to provide his son with an education, and he sent him to the United States Military Academy at West Point in 1839, pictured here. Grant struggled academically at West Point, but he excelled in horsemanship and was a skilled rider. After graduating in 1843, Grant was assigned to various Army posts across the country. His military career. Grant's early military career was marked by setbacks and failures. He was often criticized for his drinking and was forced to resign from the Army in 1854. He then struggled to support his family and eventually had to work in his father's leather goods store. When the Civil War broke out in 1861, Grant rejoined the Army and was given command of the 21st Illinois Infantry. Grant quickly demonstrated his military prowess, winning several key battles and rising through the ranks. In 1862, he led the Union forces to victory at the Battle of Fort Donelson, earning him the nickname Unconditional Surrender Grant. He went on to win several more battles, including the Battle of Shiloh and the Siege of Vicksburg, which gave the Union control of the Mississippi River. In 1864, Grant was appointed commander of all Union forces, and he devised a strategy of total war, which aimed to destroy the Confederacy's ability to wage war. The Civil War ended in 1865, and Grant was hailed as a hero. He was promoted to the rank of General of the Army, the highest military rank in the United States. He was also awarded the title of Lieutenant General, which had only been held by George Washington. Political career. After the war, Grant was encouraged to run for political office. In 1868, he was elected President of the United States, defeating his opponent, Horatio Seymour. Grant's presidency was marked by a series of successes and controversies. He oversaw the ratification of the 15th Amendment, which gave African American men the right to vote, and he helped pass the Civil Rights Act of 1875. However, he was also criticized for his handling of the economy and for the corruption that took place within his administration. Grant was reelected in 1872, but his second term was plagued by scandals. The Whiskey Ring, a group of government officials who were involved in a tax evasion scheme, was exposed during his presidency, as was the Credit Mobilier scandal, which involved the fraudulent construction of the Union Pacific Railroad. Grant was not personally implicated in these scandals, but they tarnished his reputation. Later life. After leaving office in 1877, Grant embarked on a world tour with his wife, Julia. He was received as a hero in Europe and was given several honors and awards. However, his financial situation was dire, and he had invested heavily in a financial firm that went bankrupt, leaving him broke. In 1884, Grant was diagnosed with throat cancer, and he spent the last year of his life working on his memoirs. He completed them just before his death on July 23, 1885. Legacy. Despite the controversies of his presidency and financial struggles, Grant remains one of the most celebrated military commanders in American history. He was admired for his decisive leadership and his ability to adapt to changing circumstances on the battlefield. His strategy of total war was controversial at the time, but it played a key role in securing victory for the Union forces. Grant's personal struggles with alcohol and financial ruin have also contributed to his legacy. His perseverance in the face of adversity has made him an inspiration to many. His memoirs, published posthumously, was a critical and commercial success, and they remain one of the most widely read works of American history.